here.
I'm afraid of you.
Come here. Get over here. Get over here.
What?
Get over here.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, you are. You just cursed me off.
That's not a crime.
Yes, it is.
Says who?
Says me.
Man, for 50 cents that I'm violating the law? What law would I be violating? Tell me that. Which law am I violating if I ask that man for some money?
No solicitation on state property.
Well, that's unconstitutional. You want to take it to a test? Supreme Court's already violated.
Welcome back to the front lines of constitutional defense. Today, we are taking you straight to New Jersey and Kansas, where public servants completely forgot who they actually work for. These officers went way too far, demanding ID and threatening arrest over completely protected free speech. This incredible footage comes courtesy of James Freeman and Rogue Nation, two absolute titans in the First Amendment audit community who constantly put their liberty on the line to educate the public. Will these citizens stand their ground, or will tyrants win the day? Before we drop the hammer on this breakdown, smash that subscribe button for the original creators using the links in the description below. Follow them, support their work, and leave a comment telling them that ID Refusal 11 sent you, because we love civil rights. Lock in, because you are definitely going to learn your rights today, and what happens next will absolutely blow your mind.
Your number is right now.
Well, I'm gonna be on a mail subject. Radio by Rivercrest.
Why you giving me the finger?
What?
What's your problem?
What?
Why you giving me the finger?
I'm walking away.
Huh?
Am I free to go?
Why you giving me the finger?
Am I free to go?
No. Come
For
here.
what reason?
Why you giving me the finger?
I'm free to go. Am I free to go?
What's your problem?
Am I free to go?
No.
What, do you have a problem?
No.
Do you have a problem?
No.
You don't have a problem, then I can leave.
Why you giving me the finger when you're walking? Huh? Come here.
I'm free to go.
No,
I
you're
can
not.
walk.
Get over here.
What?
Get over here.
Why?
Because.
Is that a lawful order?
Yeah.
For what reason?
Because you're giving me the finger.
That's legal.
No, it isn't.
Says who?
Says it all.
Pull up the law.
Huh?
Pull up the law.
What's your name?
What's the law?
What's your
What's
name?
The law?
What's your name? How
What's
old
the law?
are you?
I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Please.
Fucking pig.
Whatever.
Fuck you.
What?
You heard me.
Come here.
I'm afraid of you.
Come here. Get over here. Get over here.
What?
Get over here.
I'm not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, you are. You just cursed me off.
That's not a crime.
Yes, it is.
Says who?
By transforming personal offense into a criminal investigation, this patrolman instantly converted a consensual encounter into an unconstitutional seizure. The citizen's vocal resistance is a direct consequence of an officer weaponizing color of law to soothe a bruised ego.
It's me.
Says who?
Turn around. Come on.
Bro, that is not a fucking crime.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Why you cursing me?
It's not a crime.
What's your name?
It's not a crime.
What's your name?
Help! Help!
No help.
Help! Help!
Yo,
Help!
Got a picture out. Okay.
You're being detained.
Because you're acting strange.
What? That's not legal.
It is legal. He's allowed to
Who is
detain
this
you
kid?
until he performs his
So what am I
investigation.
doing though? What am I doing that made him detain me? What legal
Every
right?
time I rode by him twice, he shot me the finger. So I turned around and said, "What you?"
Is that a crime?
No problem. Then he tells me
This
that's
is
not a crime.
causing public disturbance.
Then he
and
tells
alarm.
me to
No, that's not a
to
crime.
F off, pig.
Yeah, fuck off, big. That's not a crime. That's not a crime. He's looking at you because he's like, what the fuck you want me to do? Because it's not a crime. I know my rights.
Who are you?
I don't have to say any of that.
You do if you're being detained.
What's that?
You do if you're being detained.
For what reason?
What
What
is your
legal
name?
reason am I being detained for?
Where are you coming from and where are you
What
going?
legal reason am I being detained for? I need to know that. Legally, I need to know that.
Why are you
Shooting me the finger.
Why are you
Is that illegal?
Why are you
Cursing at
flipping the bird? Yes, it is. It's causing a public disturbance and a public alarm if you are cursing
So
in
a
public.
single one.
So when you are cursing in public, you are causing a public disturbance. You're being a nuisance to the public.
In what way? When he was driving past? That's singular. Well, I'd like to see you guys prove it in court.
It's called causing a public disturbance.
For a disorderly conduct or public disturbance charge to stand, the state must prove that the individual intended to cause public inconvenience, annoyance, or alarm, which cannot be satisfied by protected speech directed at a single police officer.
I know the
by
law.
being a nuisance.
I know the
okay?
law.
All right. So at that point, what he is doing is he's not saying you're being charged with anything. At that
I'm
point,
just
he's
figuring out
detaining
what's wrong with you.
to make
What's
sure that
going
there
on?
is nothing
Make
wrong.
sure you're okay.
Make sure that you're okay.
What reason does he need to detain me?
He thought maybe he thought you were signaling him down. I'm not sure.
That I was doing what?
Were you
I was.
signaling to him?
No,
Listen, I was
no,
just-
you knew very well that I wasn't signaling to you, right? I wasn't signaling
Well,
to you.
you bring attention to yourself.
That's not signaling.
You're acting strange. I'm making sure you're okay.
Dude, that's so funny. Like, you're not here for my safety. You're not trying to protect
How
me.
do you know?
You're walking
may
on the
be-
side of the road and you're cursing and you're flipping the bird.
Once at him. I gave him the finger once. That
you know
will
him?
not hold up.
Do you know him?
That will not hold
Why
up
are
in
you
a
giving
court
him
of
the
law.
finger?
That will not hold up in a court of
Why
law.
are you giving
I
him
know
the
my
finger?
rights.
Do you know him?
It's not your business.
Do you know him?
It's not your business. I
It is
plead
my
the fifth.
business.
I plead the fifth then.
Yeah.
You guys make nothing out of
So,
something.
by you cursing and using vulgar gestures,
So what's the First Amendment for?
It's causing a public disturbance.
What's
and a
the
public
First
alarm.
Amendment for?
Okay. The First Amendment is for your freedom of speech. Okay.
Okay.
What does that have to do with?
Was I
using
making a call
gestures?
to action? Was I making a call to action? Was I? Was I like
When you were
threatening
acting-
you in any way?
what are you
Did I
talking
threaten
about?
you?
Do you understand?
You know what a
that
call to action is?
Do you
It's
understand
called
that you're
personal.
acting?
Is that a call to action? Am I
you-
calling for an action to be done against you?
Do
No.
you understand
You're
that it
bringing
is?
attention to
Listen,
yourself and
listen,
getting
listen, listen.
That's illegal.
It's behavior that's out of the ordinary.
I understand how it works.
So
but
therefore,
legally,
he stopped
it would not
to talk
hold.
to you. Clearly, if he stopped all the way back there, I'm assuming you guys were back there and you just
We
continued
were
to
back
walk.
a bit further
And you
back.
just
And you
continued
ran
to
away
walk.
from me.
I wasn't running. I told you that I was free to go, and you all
I
of
said
a sudden.
stop, and you ran down here. That's
I
why
wasn't
ran
running.
up.
I was walking.
Once he
So
gives an
let's-
order
let's
for you
be
to
honest here.
stop, you're supposed to stop.
I did stop when he originally said it, but I was asking, is it
And then he
illegal?
told me
Is it
to
a
F
lawful
off,
order?
and he took off.
Yeah, because I kept walking because you weren't pursuing at the first. You
All
only
right.
started pursuing because
So
I said
listen.
fuck you, pig. That's
Listen.
when you got a little upset.
Okay, so
You
listen.
got his panties in
so
the pants.
listen,
All
we're here at this point now. Okay, you've brought the attention to yourself. You
Yep.
caused the public alarm.
Yup.
So now,
Well,
what
I'd like
we
to
are
see
doing-
you legally
so
hold
now
that
what we
in
are
court,
doing,
because-
I'm not charging you with anything, so I
Well,
don't
I
legally
would-
need to hold anything in court.
Well,
Okay,
I
what
could-
I'm doing is
I
I'm
could always
trying to
bring
figure
this
out
up.
why you're walking on the side of the road, okay, and why you're continuing to signal to a police officer.
I wasn't signaling.
Okay.
See, now you changed the story.
So-
Now you're changing the story. Was I signaling or which one was it?
So what
'Cause now
were you
you're-
doing?
Well, I want to know from your perspective.
I
What was I
pulled up
doing?
onto the scene, so you tell me what you were doing.
To bring you attention. to
I
yourself.
plead the fifth. You fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot, dude.
Okay.
How long have you been a cop, Tricks?
Longer than you.
Listen,
Longer than you, I'm not a cop, retard.
listen,
Longer than you've been alive.
You're fucking retarded,
Listen.
bro.
listen.
Yep.
What? Like what? I don't understand what the point of this is.
I'm walking. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
It's the Fourth Amendment to be allowed to walk without seizures or anything like that.
You
Which
sure?
is- yes.
Are you sure that's the Fourth Amendment?
That's the Fourth
You
Amendment.
sure that's what the Fourth Amendment is? You
You want
sure?
to bet money on it?
You sure that's what the Fourth Amendment? It gives you the right to walk without seizure. What's going to be seizured while you're walking?
My body, my person, idiot.
I'm seizing you? Did
you?
anybody
Yes,
Did I
yes,
check all
you
your
were,
pockets
you were
or
about
anything?
to.
Come on.
You were about to.
Listen.
He said I was going to be under arrest. He fucking
He
said it.
said you were
I
detained.
said stop.
He
No.
said you were
Where you
detained.
gonna be arrested?
So now what
Yeah,
happens?
so
now what happens?
just admitted that
now
he
what
was going
happens
to arrest
is when
me.
he gives you a lawful order to stop, and you do
It
not
wasn't a
stop,
lawful order, though.
and you do not stop.
It legally was not a
and
lawful
you
order.
do not stop, then that becomes a criminal offense, and then yes, you can be put under
But
arrest.
it's not a lawful order. Then I take it to court, and then he'd get sued, and I get
Maybe.
punitive damages. I'd be rich as fuck. Is that what you want?
That
Oh,
may,
you don't know the
that
law,
may be
buddy.
what happens
You don't know
if you
the
think
law.
that that's what's
You're
going to happen.
fucking
All right.
It may be what's going to happen. It may not be what happens. Okay.
Okay, I
what
understand.
May happen is
all right, so what are we wasting time for?
Jury,
Am I free to go?
What may happen is you may get a normal jury. No, because at this point
for what reason?
You were detained. Okay, because he told you to stop
okay.
and you didn't stop.
Okay.
So therefore, you need to identify yourself as a part of the investigation. So what is your name?
Okay, I'm going to need all of your badge numbers.
I will give you everything written down on a card.
What's your rank?
I'll give it all to you on a card. Patrolman. I'm a patrolman. That's my rank. Patrolman.
Oh, patrolman.
Okay.
And you?
Corporal. Okay.
Interesting.
So, what is your name?
I can give you.
If you have an ID, that's perfect.
Am I okay? I'll take it to court because this is still a detainment.
Are you a juvenile?
This is an illegal detainment,
Are you
so
a
I can
juvenile?
still. I'm not going to answer that.
You have to answer.
Why?
Because you're being detained.
I said I'll give you my ID, buddy.
Are you a juvenile?
You tell me.
No. Okay, so.
Better.
Because it has to be handled a little bit differently. That's all. If you're a juvenile, I have to call your parents and I have to advise them that I'm out with you and that I'm speaking with you.
Go ahead, Piggy.
That's all it is. Okay?
He's such a fucking pig, bro.
So what does that make you?
Not a pig. Dude, this is illegal. This is illegal, buddy.
What is the point?
This is illegal.
There's nothing illegal about it.
Yes, it is.
It is
you want to bet money on it?
We're going to find out.
We'll see in court, bud.
Listen, we're going to find out. Okay.
We'll see
when you cause a public disturbance and a public alarm and you become a nuisance to the public, okay,
you'll legally have to prove that I was a nuisance to the public.
Standing,
how will you do that? How will you do that? I just want to hear
camera systems. Okay, so when he goes by in the car, okay, and he sees you doing what you're doing,
and what was I doing?
Be there.
And what part of that caused a disturbance? That's what I'm trying to legally understand. I don't understand. Is that a body camera?
That's what it is.
Perfect. Tuckerton doesn't have them. You know that? Tuckerton's been on back order for months. Because I have a lawsuit against them, that's why. And I wish they'd have fucking body cams. I would love if they had body cams. And it takes out the bad cop. That's what it's for. It's not for the good cop. It's for the bad cop. Well, to protect the good cops as well.
It's for all of us.
To take out the bad cops.
It's for all of us.
Right.
It's for all of us. It's for everybody that's involved in the situation. Okay?
Appreciate it.
There you go. Okay. Now, listen, if you have any problems or anything, and you want to come down, you want to talk to somebody, our supervisors are always there as well. Okay?
Well, I'm going to take a lawsuit. So who would I press criminal charges against? For what?
You're going to have to call. You're going to have to call and figure that out with a lawyer.
I don't need to answer that. I'm asking you, where would I go to press charges against a police officer?
You would have to come down and file a complaint with the
courts.
It's
at this police station?
You would have to file a complaint with the courts.
Got it.
Okay? And then you can go from there if you want to see if you can press charges and whatnot if you violated your rights.
Appreciate it.
Okay?
All right, am I free to go?
Don't give us fingers.
Shut the fuck up.
Stay out of the roadway. Stop causing a public alarm.
Dude, shut the fuck up. Am I free to go?
You're free to go.
Stop cursing. Go fuck.
You're free to go.
The officer in New Jersey backed down because he knew his public disturbance trap completely failed. But if you think municipal cops are bad, wait until you see what happens when a citizen challenges state-level tyrants at a Capitol building. Let's jump straight into Kansas, where constitutional ignorance goes all the way to the top. Drop an 11 in the comments right now if these power-tripping cops disgusted you. Flooding the comment section exposes their constitutional violations and forces accountability across the community.
Can't be asking people for money out here.
This is the public sidewalk, isn't it?
No, this is state property. Public sidewalk is the sidewalk out there.
Well, I'm gonna have to disagree, sir.
Oh, you can disagree, but you can't do it here.
Well, I'm going to do this here. God put it in my heart to sit here and say, God bless Jeff Gray and the homeless veterans, sir, and I intend to do that.
Not here.
And if I don't,
then I'll write you.
You'll write me what?
Well, when I ask you to leave, and you don't leave, it'll be criminal trespass.
Criminal trespass. Are you gonna arrest me?
No, I'll write you.
A criminal trespass, huh?
Yep.
I don't believe that's constitutional, so you do what you feel you need to do, and I'm gonna sit right here and say, God bless Jeff Gray and the homeless veterans until God tells me to do otherwise. So you do what you need to do.
That's all you're doing. But if you're out here asking for money, like you were over at Landon Building.
Oh, did I ask for money at Landon Building? You want to go pull those security tapes?
From what was reported to people over there?
Well, that's pretty funny because all I've done is sit around all day on video and say, God bless Jeff Gray and the homeless veterans. So they can report whatever they want over there, sir. Can you read? You're dismissed. Go back to your work. I'm busy.
Well, one, You do not tell me what to do. Okay?
Well, you don't tell me what. You don't come out here and tell me what to do. Well, this is my business too.
No.
Yeah, I'm a taxpayer, a citizen of Kansas, and this is my property. When you come out here and tell me, well, it's state property, go out on the sidewalk. Why don't you go out on the sidewalk?
No, I'm telling you, you can't panhandle. If you
Have you seen me panhandle?
There was reports. Okay.
Do you see me panhandling?
If you
report from where? Did anybody come in here from this property and report me panhandling?
If you ask anybody for a handout.
I know what the law is. I don't need you to cop-splain me. I do know what the law is.
Do you know what the state law is?
The officials' reliance on a state property policy to override a core constitutional right demonstrates a severe institutional failure. By invoking federal case law on the spot, the citizen successfully neutralizes the officer's threat of a criminal trespass citation. This interaction shows that field-level law enforcement officers can't rewrite constitutional protections to satisfy local administrative desires.
What? Does state law supersede the Constitution, sir? Did you take an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States? Because what am I doing right now? What law am I violating?
I am advising you. I'm not saying you're breaking a law right now.
You tried to tell me to go off the property.
If you are asking for handouts and money, if you do that,
I don't need you to cop-splain me. I don't need to cop-splain me. You need to go on about your business. Leave me alone.
I'll stand here as long as I want. I'm here.
And I can sit here too. This is a you know, what do they call that? A voluntary conversation.
Oh, you don't have to have a conversation with me.
That's right, I don't. I can exercise that other amendment called remain silent.
You can't.
I don't have to answer your questions.
I'm not trying to have a conversation with you.
You came out here and tried to tell me that I'm doing all this stuff and people over here reporting I'm doing all this stuff, and you come out here and harass me.
And I am telling you, if you are harassing or if you are asking for money,
all I have said, sir,
you don't have to have a conversation. What happened to
God bless Jeff Gray and the homeless veterans. Freedom of speech.
Have your freedom of speech. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm advising you.
I don't need you to advise me.
Okay.
I know what my constitutional rights are.
That's fine. But state law.
State law don't supersede the Constitution, sir. And I don't need to hear about your state law.
I'm advising you. And you can.
I've already heard your. I've heard your advisement. Duly noted.
What you had to say.
Duly noted, sir.
You can remain silent, like you said.
Or I can use my freedom of speech, say whatever I want.
And that's fine. I'm advising you, if you ask people for money out here, you will be removed.
Okay.
If you stand here.
So you think panhandling is against the law?
Stand here and say, God bless.
So you think if I ask that FedEx man for 50 cents that I'm violating the law? What law would I be violating? Tell me that. Which law am I violating if I ask that man for some money?
No solicitation on state property.
Well, that's unconstitutional. You want to take it to a test? Supreme Court's already...
The profound confusion displayed by the officers regarding the legal distinction between state property and private property forms the core of this constitutional violation. For a public forum analysis under Hague versus CIO, areas such as streets, sidewalks, and open plazas adjoining government buildings are historically held in trust for the use of the public for assembly and communicating thoughts. Government entities cannot simply declare a public plaza off-limits to peaceful speech by labeling it state property to avoid the restrictions of the First Amendment.
Violated panhandling is constitutional rights, freedom of speech. You don't get your state law supersede that. So if you want to put it to a test, we can put it to a test.
I don't care.
I know you don't care because you're out here trying to be a tyrant and cop-splain me a bunch of bullshit. You're dismissed. Good day. Good day.
You can stop talking.
I can also go the fuck over here.
Yeah.
And you can quit talking to me. And I'll just sit right here and continue to exercise my constitutional rights. God bless Jeff Gray and the homeless veterans. Have a good day. Adios, compadre. In fact, I'd go in there and sit in there and say it all day long if I want to. Don't give me directives.
Scoot over.
Don't give me directives. I'm not blocking access to nothing. Quit cop-splaining me and go back to your job.
Then I'll just hang out with you.
I don't need you hanging out with me. We, the taxpayers, don't pay you to hang out and harass disabled people. God bless Jeff Gray and the homeless veterans. Have a good day, folks. Enjoy the Capitol. Bunch of cops playing and tyrants.
All I'm doing, I'm a veteran too. I'm a Christian too. But you kind of disgust me.
Well, you guys kind of disgust me coming out in here and act like tyrants, cops explaining me a bunch of state laws that don't supersede my constitutional rights. So you think whatever you want, gentlemen. But we don't pay you to come out here and harass people exercising constitutional rights and to cop-splain them when we've already told you I know what the law is.
Where do you work at?
It's none of your damn business.
Okay.
I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions.
You're not at work.
I'm working.
And you pay us?
I'm working. I'm working right now. I'm an independent journalist. Maybe I should go into my district representative's office and hang out in there.
Come on in.
You gonna go in there and cop-splain me too?
Come on in.
If I feel like going in, I'll go in.
You from coming in.
That's right. I haven't done anything to break the law.
No.
It's pretty funny how you come out here with your accusations. Oh, what was reported and you're out here panhandling. You don't know what the fuck's going on. You didn't even bother to ask me anything. You come out here and try to tell me to move the fuck off the property.
Well, we were called because that is a building over there.
I know, and I was on the sidewalk. And I went in and I explained that man exactly what I was doing. And it's all on video.
While you were leaving.
Yeah, while I was leaving.
Yeah.
Did I violate the law there?
Well, an officer was on his way over there to ask you to move along.
Well, they can ask all they want. It's public sidewalk, just like this is, and I'll sit there all day if I want.
Well, this isn't public sidewalk, Bubba.
Actually, it is.
That out there is public.
Oh, this isn't public? This isn't public?
This is state.
Really?
It is.
Who owns it?
The state of Kansas.
Wow. Who owns the state? You don't know who owns the state?
You got a state ID?
Yeah, I got a state ID.
Care if we look at it?
Why would I violate or surrender my Fourth Amendment to your ass when you come out here and cop-splain me and try to violate my rights and tell me to move off the property?
Just asking you questions.
No, you're out here trying to harass my ass. That's what you're doing.
Not harassing me either.
Coming out here cop-splaining me, telling me, oh, you can move off the property. It's state property.
It is.
It's not public property. Really? Oh, you're brilliant.
No. Never claimed to be.
There's my ID.
I don't need to see that.
Yeah, and I don't need to show it to you either. So who owns the state again? Let's get this straightened out. I'm confused now. You're trying to tell me this is state property, it's not public. So who owns the state? You don't know. You can't answer that question.
I don't care.
You don't care. Clearly you don't care. What is your name and badge number, by the way? I'm just curious.
1036.
1036 what?
Witzel.
Witzel. And you, sir?
Dixon.
6? Stick?
Dixon.
Dixon. Sorry, I couldn't hear that noise. What's your badge number?
I don't have one.
You don't have one? Can you tell me who owns the state? Can you tell me who owns the state?
State of Kansas.
Who owns the state, though?
Citizens of the state of Kansas.
Oh, there you go, Einstein. The fucking citizens of the state of Kansas. That makes it public, dipshit. Jesus fucking Christ, are you fucking stupid? Yeah, because you can't tell me who owns the state when it's the fucking citizens. Me, the taxpayer, you dumbass. That makes it private, public, not private. What a fucking moron. I know you are, you just proved it. Raise my voice to make sure I'm heard. What an Einstein. That's real professional. What's your name and badge number? Hello? Your name and badge number? You're not going to tell me your name and badge number. Why not, public servant? Real professional. Real professional. Also like how you reported inaccurately and falsely that I was out here begging for money. That's real professional too. Real professional. Can't even tell me your name or your badge number, and you hide like a goddamn coward in your office and make me raise my voice so that you can hear me. And then you want to escalate it and tell him I'm being threatening. What a dick. He forgets who he works for.
I gotcha.
Won't tell me his name. Hides in the office while he's asking me questions. And then when I raise my voice so he can hear me, then he calls the cops and says I'm standing down here angry. Here's his boss now. Wouldn't even tell me his boss's name. What an unprofessional prick.
Here now.
Well, first of all, you need to address his unprofessionalism. When he's not in there, I asked him his name and his badge number, and he refuses to tell me.
Okay.
And then he hides in this office asking me questions, so I raise my voice so he can hear me, and he gets on the radio and tells you guys in an escalating way, oh, hurry up and get somebody over here. He's in there being all mad.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, when you stand there and do that shit and lie out your ass and escalate the situation because I'm trying to talk to you.
Sure.
And I asked him specifically, what is your boss's name and his phone number? He says, no, I'm going to call these other guys.
Okay, I can give you his lieutenant's number.
So then again, I said, what is your name and your badge number? He stands back there. It's on video. Hiding and cowering. No, I'm not going to tell you. What, again, is your boss's name? No, I'm not going to tell you. I want to know who the head mofo is in charge of this bozo and those clowns over there at the visitor center, because those bozos tried to tell me that that is not public property and told me that I needed to go to the sidewalk.
Okay.
I said, well, whose property is this then if I'm sitting right in front of the visitor center? He says, well, it's state property. Okay. Mr. Whitson, or whatever his name was, and Dixon was down there and giving me shit about how disrespectful I am, and then he's disgusted by my behavior. I said, well, Mr. Dixon, and then who owns the state? And they said, well, the state of Kansas owns the states. I said, really? Explain to me again who owns the state, this property that I'm on.
Okay.
The state of Kansas.
All right.
No, the taxpayers of the state of Kansas own this property. It's public property, not private. And how dare you tell me to go to the goddamn sidewalk for sitting out here holding a sign that says, God bless the homeless veterans and Jeff Gray. And he wants to call over there and tell those guys when I sat out here for 30 minutes that I was asking people for money. So he's lying, won't ID himself, won't ID his boss, won't give me that. I said specifically when I came back over here, I want this public information. I want your boss's name and phone number written down. Okay. And he refuses to give it. He refuses to ID. Okay. That's a bunch of bullshit.
You have every right to be over there.
I know I do. And I don't need Whitson over there, what the hell his name is on video, over there cops explaining to me and telling me all this bullshit that this is state property and it's not private or not public. You need to go on the sidewalk and blah, 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 blah. And if you ask anybody for money, then I'm going to trespass you. And I said, really? Well, let's try that. How about I ask Mr. FedEx when he comes out here for 50 cents? What are you gonna do then? Throw me in jail and arrest me? No, I'm gonna trespass you.
Okay, so how can we help you at this point right now?
We need to straighten this bullshit out because you guys are over here trying to violate my rights. And if I want to ask somebody over there for 50 cents, the Supreme Court of the United States says that's constitutionally protected speech.
Yelling at me isn't going to do anything.
I'm not yelling at you. I'm just raising my voice, man.
You to take a deep breath and calm. I'm gonna give you all the information you want. Okay, but I need you to calm down so you don't yell at me because
I'm trying to calm down. But yeah, see how it pisses me off when you do that.
Two cities, two completely different departments, but the exact same story. Law enforcement officers attempting to use intimidation to silence your constitutional rights. True power does not come from a badge or a uniform. It comes from knowing exactly where your rights begin and where their authority ends. If you are sick and tired of watching public servants treat the United States Constitution like a suggestion booklet, drop an 11 in the comments section right now. Flooding this video with your engagement forces the YouTube algorithm to push these critical civil rights lessons to millions of new viewers, keeping our communities educated and safe. If you have ever been unlawfully ordered to surrender your ID, share your story in the comment section below. Subscribe to this channel today so you never get caught off guard by a tyrant again. This is ID Refusal 11, where the law is your shield and your knowledge is your ultimate weapon. Because in this country, freedom is not something you ask permission for. It is something you use.